Hello everyone, this is Noor and welcome back to my channel. Yes, I look different. It's the contact lenses, okay? Today's tutorial is going to be my final tutorial using the Makeup Revolution and Marilyn Monroe collection. In this tutorial, I'm going to be diving into all three palettes here, grabbing some colors to create this look for you guys. If you guys would like me to create more looks using these palettes, please let me know in the comments down below and I'll be more than happy to create more looks for you guys. Today's look, honestly, I don't really have a explanation about it other than I really felt like a cut crease moment, and I also felt like applying gems on, so why not put both together? And I came up with this look right here. It's super beautiful, very elegant, and it's also quite simple and easy to create. It's a little bit time consuming, but honestly it's super fun. It's really easy to create. Before I go ahead and show you guys how I created this look, if you are new here to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by and watching my video. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and the notification button to get notified every time I upload a new video. I would love to have you guys aboard on the light family that I have here on my channel. If you wish to learn how I created this look, please keep on watching. Okay you guys, so this is what we are coming up with today. I'm really excited to show you how to create this look. It's actually quite simple. It is a little bit of time consuming, but it's actually really nice and really simple and really fun to recreate. So obviously I look weird with one eye like this. I prefer to just keep my natural eye till the end to apply the contact lenses, but if you do put contact lenses, I would highly recommend you do it now before doing all the eyeshadow. First thing I'm going to go ahead and do is prime my eye, and I'm using my KVD Tattoo Concealer, and this is in Whiteout. I'm just going to add a little drop of that and then taking the brush and blending it out, and I'm just going to take my finger and blend it in place. So today's look, I'm going to be playing around with all three eyeshadow palettes like I mentioned in the intro. So first one I'm grabbing, it is the Diamond palette, this one right here. And first color I'm grabbing is called No Angel, which is the brown shade right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab it with a flat brush. Now this brush here is very helpful. As you guys all know, I love flat brushes because I feel like you can do quite a few things with a flat brush. And this one's from MAC, and this is the 212 brush, and you can go ahead and apply a piece of tape if you want to. I'm not going to be doing that in this tutorial, but I'm just going to take the flat brush and it's going to help me create that straight line that I want. But I also did go ahead and apply some concealer just to kind of make it a little bit more straight, but if you want to just keep it on the safe side, go ahead and grab a piece of tape and apply it there. So I'm just going to go ahead and follow my waterline. I'm just gonna go a little bit lower, the lower lash line, and I'm gonna go ahead and drag this upwards like the other eye. This is just gonna help me create that straight line that I want. I'm just gonna slowly kind of like pat it in and kind of start smoking out that line. Now I don't want to go super high up. I want to keep it as the same level as the other eye. And I'm also going to be grabbing No Angel with the same brush, and I'm going to create my semi-cut crease in the inner corners here, following up with the other eye as much as possible. Now this is a flat brush. You might have a hard time to create that curve, but you can create it with the brush. So just kind of like curve the brushes the way you want it to be curved. So just lightly curve it like this. Now this doesn't have to be perfect. We will be smoking it out with another color, but this is just gonna create kind of like a guideline for you. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and start darkening in the outer corners, and I'm gonna be using No Angel to do that. I am changing my brush. Now I'm using more of a pencil brush like so. This is also from MAC. This is the 219 brush. One of my favorite brushes to use from MAC. I feel like this is really fun and detailed brush, and you can do a lot of things with it. Lower lash line, crease details, little like focus spots. I feel like this brush really does it all. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start blending out No Angel, and you know, just making sure that I apply product when it's needed. For this process, I don't want to go ahead and overpack my brush with so many products, because I do want it to kind of have a nice faded look, even though I will be blending it out with a different color, but I still want to create this faded out look. The trick with this is to keep a super light hand, kind of like dealing with the feather. This is the kind of intensity that you want to deal with. It's kind of keep a super feathered hand movement with this, so you can really have it blend out really nicely. To help me with all this blending, I'm going to be taking this color right here, and this is called Beautiful Thing, with a more defined crease brush. This is also from MAC. This is the 221 brush, and I'm going to start blending Beautiful Thing with No Angel. And this is what's going to help me create kind of like that smoked out liner. You see how beautiful the effect that this gives, just like that on its own. I feel like it's so beautiful. Again, you want to keep a super light hand while you're blending. When you go upwards, you want it to kind of fade into your skin. Keeping a light hand with eyeshadow, especially when it comes to the blending, it is the key for this look. So the lighter hand that you carry with the brush, blending becomes more seamless. You can go ahead and darken No Angel. Again, I like to darken it more the inner corners right here. I like to just add a little bit more, place it, and then take Beautiful Thing and smoke and blend it out. And this really helps when you kind of like combine two colors together to the blending, and I feel like it would create a super nice smoky effect. Now for this inner crease that we did here, I do have another little brush like this one. So this is the other one that I use, this other color. But if you don't have two of the same brush, just make sure that you clean off the first one very well before you go ahead and dip into the new color. I'm going to be taking Pink Crystal or Crystal Pink palette right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab this purple shade. This palette does not have a name, but you know, it's pretty obvious to know that this is the darker purple. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this color, and I'm going to be blending it with No Angel. This is the color that I want to play around with into the inner corners here, and you just want to go ahead and start blending and smoking it into No Angel. Now this is such a beautiful color. It does have a purple sheen to it, and I just really like it. I feel like this is what I wanted to apply in here, but again, if you want to use another color from this palette or from the bigger palette, go ahead and do that. But I feel like since I wanted to dip into this palette today, this is what I decided to use this color for. And I'm also going to be grabbing a tiny bit of No Angel, which is the darker brown, and I'm gonna lightly start blending it with the purple here, just to give it a little bit more definition. Because I have the gems here, you don't see it that much, but honestly I feel like it does still peek through, and it looks really nice. To help me and have kind of like a really nice joined look here, I'm gonna be taking the big palette again, and the color I'm taking is this one right here, and this is called Someone to Love, with the same little defined eyeshadow brush, the MAC brush, the 221 brush. And I'm gonna be grabbing Someone to Love and start fading it into the other two shades that I applied in the outer corners, and this is gonna help me kind of create my bridge that I like to have right here, kind of just blending the colors all together. And then also keeping a super light hand, and this is where I'm gonna start fading that color. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my P. Louise. I love using this when I want to create a cut crease look or crack crease moment. This is the one that I reach for the most, and I'm just gonna pump a little bit of that at the back of my hand here, and taking a small little synthetic shader brush. Now this one is from BH Cosmetics. It's a two-sider one, but if you have them separately, go ahead and use that, or if you just have one, you can go ahead and use it. It could be a big brush like this, it can still do the job. I just feel like with the small one I have a little bit more control. This one here unfortunately does not have any name or number to it, and I'm just gonna go ahead and clean out the inner cut crease. I'm just gonna take the other side of the brush and blend out the P. Louise. Then with my finger, I'm just gonna smudge it. Fine if it's not perfect, especially when it comes to mainly more this area here. I'm gonna be applying the gold, so it doesn't really matter if it's not super cut crease. You can still control the shadow to fit the way you want it to fit, but you still want to make sure that you still have the same cut crease height as the other eye. If you are creating them separately, if you're creating them together, then you want to make sure that you're kind of doing it to match up as much as possible. I'm just gonna add a little bit of P. Louise, especially in the inner corners here, because I am applying a lighter shade and I do want it to somewhat stand out. Now this is a perfect way to do it, is just to apply a lighter base under it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply the gold. So the first color I'm grabbing is from the big palette, and this is called Well Behave. And I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this gold and put it in the middle of my eye here, on the lid, basically the middle of my lid. This is where I was saying that you can go ahead and control the placement of the gold with your brush. The brush that I am using, I believe this is from Sigma, actually. It's the SS239 brush. I know that they don't name their brushes like that anymore. I think they just have numbers to them, no longer the SS thing. I bought this kit when I first started my YouTube channel, and that was since 2009. A long time ago. That's when kind of like Sigma got known. When I started, I went ahead and I bought their brush kit, but they still carry their brush kits. You can go ahead and check it out. I feel like their brushes are amazing. They're super good. So this is the gold placement right there. I have to say I'm obsessed with this gold. It's beautiful, but I do want it to kind of stand out and be a little bit more intense. I'm going to be grabbing the Pearl palette here. I'm going to be using the gold shade. This is the only gold shade from this palette. This one I feel like is so pretty. It really made the gold stand out a little bit more, and I'm also using the same brush. How pretty is this? And I'm just going to take that little crease brush that I've been using to kind of like blends the shade together, and I'm just gonna lightly go ahead and blend the gold into the other shades. I'm obsessed with this look. It's so absolutely beautiful. Again, from the White Pearl palette, I'm gonna be taking this shade right here. This is the lightest color in this palette, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it in the inner corners and blend it with the gold. If you want to go ahead and use more of a matte shade, you can go ahead and do that, but you know, since I'm using these palettes, there is no matte shade, and just want to go ahead and pat the gold right on top to kind of have it blended into each other. And I'm also dragging that color right here into the tear duct. I didn't apply more on the brush. I'm just kind of like dragging whatever I have left on my brush here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the lower lash line, grabbing the same pencil brush that I've used, and I'm gonna be taking No Angel, and I'm going to be putting that on the lower lash line, kind of like not all the way in, but somewhat halfway in, like that. And I just really like to smoke it out a tiny bit. It's fine, don't worry about if your line here is not super straight. You can just take a little bit of concealer on a flat brush and you can go ahead and clean that out. Grabbing the Pink Crystal palette, and I'm going to be taking this color right here. This is kind of like a rose gold kind of color, and I'm gonna be placing that on the lower lash line and also smoking it with No Angel. I love the effect that this gives. I like literally just shoved the brush into my eye. I'm just gonna go ahead and smoke it out. It really creates like a nice rose goldy with a little hint of pink down there, which I really like. Let me go ahead and create my winged liner. I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution and Marilyn Monroe liner. I'm just gonna go ahead and create my wing. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward this look. I already used this liner 2 times with this collection. If you guys want a little bit more details about it, check out the other 2 tutorials that I filmed, but I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward this process for you guys. There you go, the liner is on. I did go ahead and bring it a little bit lower than my actual waterline when it came to the outer corners, but I still feel like it created such a nice effect. I feel like it really made my eye look bigger. And I'm just going to be grabbing a little bit of No Angel, and I'm just going to darken the outer corners here to make sure that it kind of like blends together here and you don't have like a cut line. And I'm also grabbing No Angel again, and I'm going to be packing it right on top of the liner here, and I'm just gonna darken the outer corners. And again, to help with the blending, make sure you take the bigger brush here, the little blending crease brush that I've been using, and just make sure that you blend it all together and that you don't have a harsh line from the shadow. This is a great way to add a little bit more definition if you feel like the liner hit it a little bit. So this is a great way to just add a little bit more and then blending it out. I am going to be grabbing a little bit of concealer on the back of my hand here with my concealer flat brush. This is from Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. This is the JH43, my favorite. And I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up that line. Don't want any shadow to kind of peek under the liner here, but if you like that effect, you can go ahead and keep it. But for just specifically, I normally do like it, but just specifically for this look, I just don't want that effect for today's look. Just like that, I'm obsessed with this eye look. Let me go ahead and apply mascara and lashes. The mascara I'm going to be using, it is the Makeup Revolution and Marilyn Monroe. I am still trying it out and I kind of really like it. And then for lashes, please don't hate me, but I love these so much. These are the Glamlit and Michaela, and this is the lash pair here that I'm using, and this one is called Code Orange. I feel like they're really perfect for this look because they kind of wing my eye way more, so I like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm also gonna be popping on the contact lens. I honestly don't know where this contact lens is from, but I'm gonna be finding it out, and when I find out, it's going to be in the description box down below. But I believe this is just for Cara, if I'm not mistaken. So let me go ahead and apply all of that, and I'll be back to do the face makeup with you guys. I did forget to tell you guys about the gems that I put in right here, because as you guys could see, there's a sparkle, so I added like little gems all along the crease line, or the cut crease line here, and I literally used my favorites. These are from Amazon. These are actually nail gems for the nails that I just applied on with some lash glue. So that is it. And I also applied something. I'm like, oh, this would be really nice to see how it's gonna work, and I did use it. This is from Zealand, and it's a brand called Zealand, and this is from the Alice in Wonderland collection. I said that I didn't want to use this. I mean, it's only the mascara. The eyeshadow palettes, I mean, I don't know if I want to use them or not. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I filmed a whole Alice in Wonderland collections. That makeup brand that I found, a makeup brand that collaborated with Alice in Wonderland. If you guys haven't watched it, check out my channel and you'll see it there. But this is a glitter mascara, and it's a gold glitter mascara. It looks like that, and these are perfect to just kind of add as toppers. And I did put it on top of black, and I feel like, I'm not sure if you guys could see it, but if I, you know, looking myself in the mirror, I see like there is some gold glitter going on. So it's a great accent mascara to put on. Let's go ahead and add some definition to the face. I'm gonna go ahead and contour, and I'm using my one and only KVD Beauty Shade Light palette. I'm gonna be using ShadowPlay and Subconscious, blending them both together to contour my face. I'm not gonna go ahead and talk in details on how I contour my face. I am planning on doing a get ready with me, and I'll talk all about that in that video, but I'm just gonna go ahead and contour my face like I normally do. For blush, I'm gonna be grabbing the eyeshadow palette, and I'm grabbing Beautiful Thing to add as blush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on the top here, kind of just blending it with the contour. I'm not gonna bring it to the cheekbone area, but I will be putting it a little bit on my nose because I just love that effect, and also on like the temples here. I feel like it really brings in all the look together. I'm gonna go ahead and add my beauty marks. This is my MAC pen marker. It's an eyebrow marker, and I don't know if they make them anymore, but you can use any brow marker that you want. I'm just gonna go ahead and define my beauty marks with this. Let me go ahead and add some moisture to my face. I'm using my Milk Hydro Grip setting spray. The French just came out. For highlight, I'm going to be using the Highlight Compact Powder right here. This is also from Makeup Revolution and Marilyn Monroe. And start highlighting my face. Oh my god, this stuff is so pretty. This is like illegal to make, honestly. This is like absolutely stunning. It's so beautiful. So before I go ahead and jump into doing the lips, I actually need to go just eat a little something because I feel like my blood pressure is going down a little bit. So let me go ahead and munch on something and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I did go ahead and eat. I've been obsessed with these, you guys. These are the no sugar candy. Well, 3 grams of sugar, not bad. And this is the sweet fish. I love these. They're so good. Let me go ahead and apply the lipstick. I'm going to be using the Iconic Nude Lip Kit, also from Makeup Revolution and Marilyn Monroe. I'm going to be taking the lip liner. And I'm going to go ahead and apply the lipstick. I honestly think that they killed this nude shade. It's so beautiful. I'm obsessed with it. Let me go ahead and fix up my hair and put a nice top on, and I'll be back to finish up this tutorial with you guys. So good. Alrighty, you guys, this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun creating this look, like always. Like all of my tutorials, I always have fun showing you guys and teaching you guys how to create different makeup looks, and it just really honestly brings joy to my heart, to be honest with you guys. I love showing and teaching you guys, and I also love reading your super sweet comments as well. So thank you guys so much for your love and support, and I just really hope you guys enjoy my videos. It's been a while I haven't curled my hair, so what do you guys think? Do you guys like it? I actually do feel like cutting my hair short, but now I feel like longer hair, I get to style it a bit differently other than always having it straight. But I am so close on getting a new haircut. As always, if you're curious about certain products that I used on my face, everything is going to be listed in the description box down below for you guys. Also, if you have any questions or concerns, just leave them all in the comments down below and I'll try my best to answer each and one of you guys. I will be filming a review video as well for some products that I did receive, so if you guys see the same makeup, same outfit, that is why. On that note, I want to wish each and one of you guys a wonderful day. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!